It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Super Math Guy. Hello. I'm here to teach you all about fractions and decimals and how you too can save the world with math. Let's start with converting fractions to decimals. In order to do so, you want to first divide the numerator by the denominator. If you notice your decimal repeating, use a bar above the repeating number so that the world knows that number or set of numbers is repeating. Let's look at some examples. Let's say you have the evil 1/4 and you need to zap him into a decimal. Well, we need to divide 1 by 4. Using long division, we know that 4 doesn't go into 1, so we put a 0, insert a decimal, and place 0 as a place value holder. Now, 4 goes into 10 twice, but 4 times 2 is 8. That leaves us a remainder of 2. Insert a second 0 as a placeholder, dropping it down. Now, 4 goes into 20 5 times, so bam! We get 25 hundredths. Let's confirm this with a model. 1/4 is equal to 25 hundredths. So we're correct. Now let's try to defeat his evil twin brother, 1/3. Let's set up 1 divided by 3. 3 can't go into 1, so we put a 0. Insert decimals and placeholder 0. Now 3 goes into 10 3 times, but 3 times 3 is 9. That leaves us with 1 left over. Insert and drop down another 0. 3 into 10 again. That gives us 3, which equals 9. And with a remainder of 1 again. Drop down another 0, and this could go on forever. So we get 0 wholes and 3 repeating in the decimal. And bam! I can write it like this with a bar above the 3 showing it's repeating. And there we have our answer. Now let's try converting decimals to fractions. First, write the decimal in the numerator of the fraction without the decimal point. Then identify the place value of the last digit in the decimal. This is the denominator of the fraction. And last, simplify your fraction. Come on, the world is waiting. Let's take the decimal 40 hundredths. Well, that's the fraction 40 hundredths. Now to simplify, I can divide both by 20 and I get 2/5. Bam! There's my answer. Let's try some tricky problems like this one. Which pair of numbers are equivalent? The first one says 5 hundredths and 5 tenths. But 5 tenths is not equal to 5 hundredths. They have different denominators, so this one is definitely wrong. The next one says 4 hundredths and 4 tenths. Wrongo again. For the next answer choice, the decimal is 8 tenths, but the fraction is 1/8. That's not equal to 8 tenths, so this can't be right. The last one, 7 tenths is the fraction, and 7 tenths is the decimal. Bam! They are equal. Let's try another. A number line is shown above. Which value is not equivalent to the value represented by point Q? Well, our point Q is halfway, or 2/4, past 1, so our answer would be 1 1/2. So we need to see which answer is not equal to 1 1/2. Obviously this first one. The last one, 1.5, or 1 5 tenths, is just 1 1/2 written as a decimal. 3/2 is 1 1/2 written as an improper fraction. That leaves us with this one, 1 5 hundredths, which simplifies to 1 1/20th, which is not equal to 1 1/2. So bam! There's our answer. Let's try this last one. 25 students were surveyed about what type of pet they own. Based on the table, which decimal represents the fraction of students who own a dog? Well, 10 out of the 25 total students chose dog, so there's our fraction, 10/25. We can divide 10 by 25 to get our decimal. That would work. Or I have another idea. If I multiply numerator and denominator by 4, I would get 40/100. and I can write 40 hundredths as a decimal. Bam! There's our answer. You now possess the superpowers of fighting crime with decimals and fractions. Go forth and